Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from the Breeders' Cup at San Anita Park here on Friday, November the 1st, 2013. They won the Breeders' Cup. Very good card here. Could actually start handicapping the 5th race here. It's not a Breeders' Cup race, but I thought it was a really good race to start off with. I'm going to end with the 11th race. Not a Breeders' Cup race also. It is the Arabian race, the UAE President's race. So I'm going to start off with the 5th race, with the second edition of the Twilight Derby here, Grade 2, purse $150,000. The 3-year-olds go a mile and 1/8 on the turf course. We have a field of 13 horses going a mile and 1/8. The best race on the Breeders' Cup undercard, I believe. Mile and 1/8, turf course. I'm going to go with the 2-7 here. Number 2, Charming Kitten at 4-1. Todd Pletcher out of Kitten's Joy, who is probably one of the best turf sires of the last 10 years. Johnny B is in the saddle last time out there in Hawthorne Park on a soft going a mile and 1/8 on October the 5th in the Hawthorne Derby. Came second by 7 to Corlings. He was fan 5 wide and edged second best, I think. Then Saratoga mile and 1/8 on August 9th in the Hall of Fame Stakes. Came fourth by 2.5 lengths. He's drew in second turn and was beat that day. Throw that race out. This horse loves to turf. Then at the Colonial Downs, mile quarter in Virginia Derby, came second by head. He was rail steady at the 8th pole. It's very game. And then the Penn Mile at Penn National 1 mile, June the 1st. Came second by 3/4 length. He's the late rally and second best. Do like this horse here, 4-1. I'll be also going with the 7 horse, Kid Dreams, 3-1. Neil Drysdale trains. Ryan Moore is in the saddle last time out. Ran at Hawthorne again in the Hawthorne Derby at the 1-2 finishers in the last race on October 5th. Came first by 7 3/4 lengths. He was 3 wide into the bid and took charge that day. Then Del Mar, mile and 1/8 in the Del Mar Derby, December 1st. Came fourth by 1.5 lengths. He's 3 wide into the stretch and was very windly that day. I do like this horse here. On the turf, this horse is amazing. So going with this one, Sir Count My Bets race, number 5 from San Diego Park. Going with the 2-7. Let's go on to the 6th race, what is the first Breeders' Cup race of the day. It is the 6th edition of the Breeders' Cup Marathon. Grade 2, purse $500,000 for 3-year-olds and upwards. Going 1 mile and 3/4. We do have a field of 10 horses going this marathon distance. This year's race is actually pretty weak from last year's race and the year before. But I did find a horse here that I do like. It's number 9, Pool Play, at odds of 8-1. Very good. Sylvia is in the saddle. Last time out, did run at Churchill Downs, mile and 1/8 in the Homecoming Classic on September 28th. Came 6 by 20 1/4 lengths. He was just outrun that day. Then a Parks Racing mile and 1/2 in the Greenwood Derby on the Greenwood Stakes on September the 2nd. Came third by 3.5 lengths. He's just railed and flying out that day. The thing I do like about this horse here is it has run a mile and 3/4 ready twice in his life. Both of those races, one of those races came back in 2009 in the Valedictorian Stakes, came in third, and then actually ran the 2010 Valedictorian and won that year. So he has won at this distance. This year hasn't won. His last one was actually last year on the Hawthorne Gold Cup, won by 1/2 lengths. Ran last year's Breeders' Cup Classic, came 8th by 17.5 lengths. Wasn't a good race. The marathon distance fits this horse good. He's proven he can win at this distance. Biggest question, the dirt, can he handle it? He's 7-2 on the dirt. On the synthetics, he's 22-5. So going with this one, so Count My Bets race number 6 from San Anita, the Breeders' Cup Marathon, going with the 9. Let's get on to race number 7 here from San Anita. What is the 7th running of the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf. This is probably one of my favorite races here on the whole card, on this Friday card. The Breeders' Cup Juvenile Turf, purse $1 million for Colts and Geldings, 2-year-olds, 1 mile. 1 mile of the turf. 13 horses here. I'm going to do a 4-5-13 trifecta box here with the, so let's go into it. Number 4, Outstrip at 4-1, Mike Smith, last time out to Newmarket, 7 furlongs in the Dubai Duha Stakes on October 12th. Came third by 2 3/4 lengths. He was held up and turned over for a long out. Stayed on hand, just didn't have a late threat that day. Then at Doncaster, 7 furlongs, and then in the Champagne Stakes on September 14th. Won by 3 lengths. He was 12th at the ring, was running at 2 furlongs out. not a again it's a good race. Then I had Goodwood 7th in the Vintage Stakes. Came second by Matt Hughes mid pack and Quicken that day. Go with this one. Also be going with the 5. Bobby's Kitten at 5-2. Javier Castellano, Chad Brown trains last time out. Run Belmont Mile 16th on October 6th in the Pilgrim Stakes Grade 3 event. Won by 6 and 4 lengths. Heavy favorite. He's attended the 3 pass and 1 clear that day. Then Saratoga Mile 16th main special weight. Broke was made by 2 and 4 lengths that day. He was easily repelled and his rival that day. I do like this horse here. Workout October 27th at 4 Froms at Belmont and 50 Breezing flat. So going with this one. Also be going with the 13 here at Bashard. 6-1 John Velasquez last time out. Run Keelan Mile 16th off turf in the Bourbon Stakes on October 6th. Came second by a length. He steadied at the first turn. Not a good race for him with steadying. If he didn't steady, he would probably won that day. That race was taken off the turf that day, and probably one of the best Breeders' Cup preps for this race, because the first 3 finishers are in this race, but it was taken off turf, so you just take a little thing out of it. That's Saratoga Mile 16th and with Anticipation Stakes, won by 1 Corlix. He's inside guide. Going with this one, I'm going to probably put this horse on top of my ticket. I'm probably going to do this horse across the board. So, recap my bets first. Number 7 from Anita Park, going to 4, 5, 13, as 13 is my top pick. Let's go on to race number 8 from Anita. What is the 7th running of the Breeders' Cup Dirt Mile, Grade 1 purse, $1 million for 3 O's. Going 1 mile here. 13 horses here. 13 is also eligible. Probably the most wide open race here on this whole card here. It's very difficult to find one horse to handicap here, so that's why I'm going to do actually a superfecta. I'm going to do a 10-cent super. We are going a mile here, so I'm going to do a 10-cent super here of the 6, 7, 10, 11. Number 6, Broadway Empire, 12-1 Rico Walcott. This horse is based actually in Turf Paradise during the summer. Is actually based up in the Northlands, up in Canada. Last time out there in Remington Park, Mile 8th in the Oklahoma Derby on September the 29th. Won by 4 lengths that day. He kept on to the task that day. Very impressive winner. Then at Northlands Mile 3/8 in the Canadian Derby on August the 17th. Won by 3 lengths. He's close drift between them at that day. Another great race. And then in the Kaila Alata Stakes at Northlands 1 mile, won by 7 to 4 lengths. He's dueled and drew off at the 3rd turn. Do like this horse here. Has run against some good horses. Ran the Firm Stakes early this year at Hollywood Park. Came 6th that day by 5 to 4 lengths. He's pulled hard that day. Horse did get 99 Buyer speed figure last time out. Let's go with this one. I'm also going to go with Alpha here, H1. This horse is pretty, very weird horse here. This horse loves the wet course. If this horse was, if the course was wet, I would have put at least $50 to win on this horse. But 8-1, very questionable horse here. Last time out there in the Belmont Mile Quarter and Jockey Club Gold Cup, came 6 by 13 Corlings. He read at the 2 pass at the corner pole and just tired. Mile, perfect distance for this horse. Like Saratoga Mile 8 in the Woodward Stakes on August the 31st, won by head. He's rated to 2-3 wide and was at the corner pole very game. Today he has Joe Bravo in the saddle. This horse ran the last year's Breeders' Cup Classic, came in 12th that day by 44 and 3/4. He railed and stopped and just to ease that day. I'm going with this one. I'm probably going to put this horse on top on my ticket. I'm also going to go with a 10 horse here. Verrazano at 3-1. John Velasquez probably has one of the best Buyer speed figures of any horse in his lifetime. And that came 2 starts back at July 28th in the Monmouth and the Haskell Invitational. Won by 9 and 3/4. He took over and pulled away 116 Buyer that day. His start after that, Saratoga and the Travers, came 7 by 7 lengths. He's 3 wide the first turn, 3 wide the second turn, just tired that they didn't save any ground. Running the Pegasus for the prep race for the Haskell. Came first by 9.5 lengths, another great race. He inside and was just ridden out. 14th in the Kentucky Derby, throw that race out. Mile, probably perfect distance for this horse. I'm going to put this horse second on my ticket, but I would actually play this horse if you wanted to have a chalk selection. But I'm putting Alpha on top because Alpha is probably a better price. But I would actually do a 7-10 exacta box because that's going to be probably a really good wager also. I'm also going to put Pants on Fire on my ticket, number 11, 6-1, Paco Lopez, Kelly Green trains. Last time out, the Yak X handicap on September the 7th at Churchill Downs, 1 mile. 1 by 2 and 3/4 lengths. He drew out to turn and was driving. Biggest problem with this horse today is the 11th hole post position. Probably going to go a couple wide in the first turn. Then a Monmouth Mile 16th in the Monmouth Cup on July 20th, 1 by 1 3/4 lengths. He was inside bid and was driving. Again, really good race, and then a third in the Mountain View Stakes. This horse, perfect distance for the mile. Just the thing is, the post position. I have a feeling this horse could be coming in fourth today, so I'm going to put him on the bottom of my superfecta ticket. So recap my best race, number 8 from San Diego Park, the Dirt Mile, going 6, 7, 10, 11. I'm going to go as number 7 as my top selection here, but watch out for that 10 horse also. So let's get on to race number 9 from San Anita, what is the 6th running of the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies Turf. Grade 1, $1 million for fillies, 2-year-olds going 1 mile, 14 horses here. Another wide open event here. I think for these juvenile turf races, especially this one, I think a European horse is going to win. But I do actually have a horse who is actually run in the United States, who actually is trained by a United States trainer. I'm going to go with the 6-10 here. Number 6, Vorda, 4-1. Oliver Tesler is in the saddle. 4-1 last time out. They're on Newmarket 6 furlongs in the Red Mills Park Stakes. Came in first by 3/4 length. Heavy favorite that day. He was tracked on the inside, ridden out, falling out. Elliott on the inside. Then at Deauville in France on August the 18th in Darley Prix Morning Stakes. Came second by 1 length. He held up, ridden out, and was 2 furlongs out to second. 75, second best that day. And then at France, 5.5 furlongs in the Prix Robert Papin Stakes. Came first by 2.5 lengths. He switched right and appeared a furlong out and quickened to the lead and ready that day. Going with this one, won his first 3 starts out of all 5 starts. This horse is 4-1. Worst finish for the second. 4-1 is probably going to be my top pick here. I'm also going to go with the 10 horse here. Number 10, Cleaner. At 8-1, Rafael Verhoeno, an Irish bred horse. Last time out, during San Anita on the Surfer Girl Stakes on October the 6th. Came first by 3/4 length. He was 4 until late. He was very gamely. Then Juvenile Phillies Turf Stakes at Del Mar 1 mile on September the 2nd. 1 by 3.25 lengths. He drifted in and was ridden out again that day. And then made special weight at Del Mar on August the 7th. 1 by 2.25 lengths. He was also 4 until late and demolished the field. This horse started his career in Ireland, did not do well, came to America, and won her first 3 starts in America. So this horse loves the course here in America. I'm going to go with this one, so recap my bets for race number 9 from San Diego Park, going 6-10. That's the 6 of my top selection. So let's get on to race number 10 from San Anita, what is the 30th running of the Breeders' Cup Distaff. I finally took it back to the classic name of the Breeders' Cup Distaff, not that crappy name of the Breeders' Cup Ladies Classic. Distaff is probably a better name for this race. $2 million you're going for a purse. Grade 1 for fillies, mares, drills, and upwards, going 1 mile and 1/8. Field of 6 horses here. How a race in the Breeders' Cup has 6 horses, I will never know. Probably one of the best races of the whole Breeders' Cup this year. I'm actually going to do here a 4, 5, 6 trifecta box here. I'm going to go put the 5 as my top selection. So let's go on with it. Let's go on to number 4, Rail Delta 8-5, Mike Smith. Last time out, one at September 20th at Belmont only in the Beldame Invitational. Came second by 2 lengths. He's pressed on the lead, which is second best that day. Then Saratoga Monlake in the Personal Instant Stakes on August 25th. 1 by 4.25 lengths. He's 2-3 pressed and just eased up late that day. And then at the Delaware Handicap at Delaware Park, 1 by 10.75 lengths. He won in hand that day. Got a 1:05 buyer speed figure that day. I do like this horse here. Came 10th in the Dubai World Cup. Won this race last year. Let's see if this horse can win it again. I'm not sure about it. Her last start wasn't her best start, so I'm very questionable. I'm also going to go with the 5 Beholder, 5-2. Gary Stevens is in the saddle last time out. Don't say Anita, mile 16th in this Miata Stakes, won by 1 lengths, very easily won that day on September 28th. He was inside, was just right now. Got a 106 buyer that day. Then Torrey Pines Stakes at Del Mar on September 1st. Came first by 2 3/4 lengths. He was inside clear and was very handily that day. And then the Kentucky Oaks came in second by half lengths. He's fractious and bumped at the start. Going with this one here. And I'll be also going, this horse actually did win the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies last year. So going with this one, I'll be also going with the 6 horse, Princess of Simon, 9-5, Javier Castellano, last time out during Belmont Mile 8th and Belgian Invitation on September the 28th. Came first by 2 lengths. He used 3 passes at the turn and was in hand urged that day. And then the Alabama Stakes at Saratoga Mount Quarter on August the 17th, won by 2 1/4 lengths. He used a tip at the 4 path, 3/8 pole, was kicked clear, got a 98 buyer speed figure that day, and then won the Coach Club American Oaks at Saratoga Mile the 8th on July 20th, easily by 6 lengths. He's 4 out to 5/16 pole and kept busy, 105 buyer that day. Do like this horse here. Came second, won that day, won in the Kentucky Oaks on May the 3rd. Beholder finished second that day. Going with this one, Sir Captain Betts first, number 10 from San Anita, going to 4, 5, 6 as the 5 as my top selection. Let's get on to race number 11 here from San Anita. This race is not a Breeders' Cup race, but is another race that's probably hard to handicap if you're not used to this kind of race. It is the President of the United Arab of Emirates Cup Invitational, Grade 1, purse $150,000 for Arabian horses, drills, and upward. Probably the first time Arabian horses ran at San Anita. I'm not sure on that one, but for sure in my lifetime, the first time they ever ran there. Going with mile and 16th. And I'll be going with the 11 horse here. Number 11, So Big Is Better. Luis Medina, last time out during Lone Star Park on Muddy Going 1 mile, the Arabian Stallion Stakes on October the 12th, came first by 3 1/4 lengths. He geared down the final 16th and went away. Then at Delaware Park Mile and 1/4 Delaware Classic Handicap, Grade 1 event for Arabians on October the 5th, came 6 by 11 lengths. He is well paced and just faded that day. Then at Hollywood, mile 16th on the Sheikh Nayana Stakes on the September 12th. Won by neck that day. He's 4 wide into the rally. Forgot the name of the track. Sorry. It's getting on just 18 minutes, what you expect. Then at Ferndale, 7 lengths in the Ferndale Arabian race. Came first by half lengths. He was well wide into the trip and was in time. So going with this one. Can't handle distance. 12-1, bit of bombs from Captain Betts first, number 11 from San Anita. Going with the 11. Good luck to all. And go to horseracingkid.com for more selections.